reason you're here right now is because the term high value man seems to be everywhere.
Yes, this video right here is going to critique his high value male system. I just ran into it, and we're gonna critique it and break it on down. Come on with it.
Full disclosure, I didn't create the term, guys. High value man has been with us for a long time. I have just put my own unique spin on it and kind of popularized it, and it has kind of gone viral. But here's the thing. So many people are talking about high value this, high value that. And many times they're actually talking about me and saying as though, well, Kevin said this or Kevin said that. And many people are getting it 100% wrong. So in an attempt to make sense of all this, I want to give you guys the simple 6 basic principles that I define as being high value. Now, again, you don't have to agree with what I'm saying, but this is what I'm talking about when I'm saying a high value man. So your mileage may vary, your opinion is your opinion, but when I'm talking about it, this is what I'm talking about. So let's get it started. First of all, let's go over some basic definitions. High, great, greater than normal in quantity, size, or intensity. Value, the regard of something held to deserve, the importance, worth, or usefulness of something. And man, an adult human male. So when you put all that together, what do you have? An adult human male that's greater than normal importance or usefulness to what?
Right. Useful to what?
Their group.
Wait a minute. So here was the problem. Here's my issue with the so-called how he defines high value male. We are in the market for women because the only time a high value male is even used is in a relation to women. So my question is, what's the group? What group? He is a quote unquote dating coach. Just call it like it is. So since he's a dating coach, my question is, why in the world usefulness to a group? But what about what you're in the market for, which is women?
Basic economic principle states that the value of something is what a market is willing to pay for it. The value is determined by what? The market. And when we're talking about individuals, the market is other people, men or women. So a high value man is completely determined by the market.
Notice he said that. It is determined by the market. And the market is, if you are in the market for a female, because he does a heterosexual dating show, then your value is determined by the market, which is women. Okay?
Case in point, you can have a vehicle, a home, anything in your possession. You can hold it dear. It could be supremely important to you. But when you put it on the market decides. And there's an upper limit and a lower limit. It doesn't really matter if you think the low is too low or the high is not high enough. That's what the market is willing to pay for it, and that is its overall value. That has been with us forever. So when we start talking about that, we're dealing with people. It really throws people off because it seems so cold, so calculated. But like it or not, that's the way the world is.
Well, you're right. But what I'm gonna push back on is this. So a woman has to see that. So if you have something, if you think your group is more valuable, if she don't think your group is that valuable, then you must not be that valuable. Come on with it.
So let's get into this whole high value man thing.
Come on with it.
Number one, in order to be a high value man, it starts with money. Again, like it or not, I didn't put the 6-figure thing out there. It's been with us since the mid 80s, and like it or not, that's where this whole thing starts. You can't be high value and homeless, so you have to make a certain amount of money, and the line is roughly at $10,000 a month, adjusted for Atlanta dollars.
Well, correct. If we now, listeners, do not confuse your worth in the marketplace or in your worth as a human being or your worth to other people with being homeless. Understand something. Yeah, they have value, but they have value on what not to do, what decisions not to make. So if a woman doesn't value your money, right? If the woman doesn't value your money, then it's impossible to be high value. We're speaking on the market. So you assume that a woman is influenced by your money. Come on with it.
If you live in San Francisco, LA, New York City, where the cost of living is higher than 100%, you need to adjust it. So $10,000 a month gets the starting point off for high value. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just giving you what the world gave me.
Well, no, the world didn't give that to you. You just made it up. Okay, that is if what you're saying is true, and people are valuing women should buy you a man who makes $100,000 a month, then don't complain about. You should not be complaining about Jeremy Meeks. You should be complaining about Jeremy Meeks and Pookie and Ray Ray having sex with the women that these guys want to have sex with. It's all a sexual market. Now, unless you are taking money to the sexual marketplace, then and you didn't say money dictates the sexual marketplace. Understand something, ladies and gentlemen. He is talking about the sexual marketplace. He is not talking about human beings as a whole. Because you talk about high value men, you don't say this about high value women. See, if the whole term of high value is what you make, and if a woman is making the same thing, then Kevin Samuels will not consider her high value. But come on with it.
Number two, that money needs to be made over a length of time, i.e. performance. And that's roughly about 5 years. And about the 3-year mark, you're kind of starting to scratch the surface. Why does it need to be 5 years? Well, because, guys, it's a matter of consistency and stability. Look in the NFL, the NBA, anybody can have a great season, but having a great season does not automatically mean you're going to the Hall of Fame. They want to see consistent numbers over a period of time. You know how this works, just like I do in business. You can't be a one-hit wonder or have up here and down there. Consistency, performance over a length of time. That's why that 5-year mark is so important. Like I said, around 3 years, you're starting to scratch the surface, but at 5 years, people can pretty much count on you to say, this person understands and knows how to get it done.
Well, no. I can't let you just run past a speed bump. 3 to 5 years. Understand something. If you are an employee, right, and you just been promoted, you was making 75,000, now you're making 100,000. You just made 100,000. See, one thing he doesn't say about this is that if you just happen to get fired from your job and you're high value, if you get fired from that job, you're no longer high value. You're no longer high value. So what I'm saying, what I'm preaching to you guys is this. We're talking about, understand something, we're talking about the sexual market. What he's talking about is suspiciously to homosexual behavior. Because look at this. Group acceptance by other high value men. He has a heterosexual dating show. So why would my acceptance into a group be attracted to another woman? Understand something. He has a video out that says women are attracted to pretty boys and bad boys. If women value that, then that should be high value. If they value 6'2", 6 figures, and 600 horsepower car, that's high value to them. You understand something? You can't coach height. So if a person is all these things and they are 3'11", they're not very high value. according to women, according to the market. But come on with it.
Number 3 is group acceptance. Like it or not, guys, high value man is like a fraternity. It's like a club, a secret society. And high value men know other high value men. They welcome them into the group. They know what it takes to be there. They know what it takes to get in there. And high value men, group acceptance is supremely important. Guys,
Not really, not really in the market. Understand something. A secret society has absolutely positively nothing to do with the sexual market. It doesn't, unless a woman is turned on by someone in a fraternity, and if that's important to her. Understand something. The market is dictated by the consumer, about a demographic. So if a woman don't see any value in these things, it's not valuable. It's not valuable. So let alone be high value, it's just not valuable, period. It's not valuable, period. But come on, well, so if it's not valuable, period, because I think Jessica Lynn Pope, saying that, the top 3% of men are 6'2", make six figures, attractive. Yeah, so men 6'3", 6'2", attractive and making money. That's that's at six figures. So if you are 3'11" or 4'2" and 400 pounds, how can you be any value to a woman unless you pick your demographic? So again, my question still remains: how is my acceptance with other men who are in the market for women? How is that valuable to a woman? Proceed.
Secret societies, fraternities, organizations have always been with us. And you know how this just works in just general interaction. Guys that just make their own secret society or club, but it doesn't matter as much as somebody says that group is important.
Wait. Wait. Who says that group is important? Who says that? See, understand something. Cash. See, you thinking of high value male just like cash. Cash is important because everyone collectively say, you know what, cash is important. Diamonds are expensive because the diamond industry put a high price on it, and everybody collectively say, you know what, diamonds are expensive. But diamonds are inherently, useless. But anyway, so who says that group is important if it's not women? If women don't think a group of other high value males is important, it's not important. Because I don't think a woman is in the market for a group of high value men. She's in a group for a man. No, she's in the market for a man. And what you're describing is Kevin Samuels' group. Now, I've been in places where it's kind of like a country club. It's a country club. And country clubs, you can pretty much see, well, they make higher than average because it's a country club. Certain clubs that you get in, just by the nature of you being in the club, is important. Well, not important. But you have money. I'm not saying important because, I know people are in motorcycle clubs, car clubs. So there's various other clubs you can go to. Now, if he just trying to paint the picture of it being important because he's saying it, he's sadly mistaken. Understand something. When again, we're talking about the market. and we're talking about the sexual market. So if Mercedes-Benz has a car, right, and the car is $150,000, but it has bird feathers, wings on the back, and you ask the guy, well, if we take those bird feather wings on the back, how much will this car be valued? Well, it'd be the same price, but we just thought it'd be important for us to put some bird feather wings on the back. It's not important to me. It's not what I value. And so, if a woman don't value that, it's not valuable. Come on with it,
Guys, this is about separation.
Separation from whom? Who are you separating from? Because if you're not 6'2", if you don't make six figures, and you're not attractive, or you're not very attractive, then ain't much separation. Ain't much separation. Who are you separating from? Because a woman, we're talking about the market, a woman sees a man by how he carries himself. So, like I say, Jeremy Meeks, he a criminal. He a bad boy. That's why he's attractive. He tatted up and everything. Pookie and Ray Ray on the block. Tatted. But how they carry themselves. How they carry themselves what is important to the female. Come on with it.
High value men tend to huddle around other high value men for reasons I'm going to go into a little bit later. But group acceptance is another critical component of being a high value man.
Understand something. That's according to Kevin Samuels. That's according to Kevin Samuels. Come on with it.
Why is group acceptance so important? Because the next part, a network. You have to have a network of other high value men and others. This is another.
Wait a minute. So question. How would I know a person's high value? You understand? So if I'm already earning a lot of money. If I'm earning a lot of money already, that means I work long hours. So now you may have professional contacts, individuals you do business with. So yeah, I know a guy, the biggest company in Memphis is FedEx. Or I know a guy in FedEx. Or I know a guy in AutoZone. I know a guy in International Paper. I know a guy who does this. I know a guy who does that. I know a guy who builds commercials. I know a guy who designs planes. I know a guy who sell airplane tires, tractor trailer tires, vehicles, whatever the case may be. But if we are competitors, then why would he be in my network and we're competitors? Especially if he has more of a market share than me. So what I'm saying is this. The network he's talking about, women don't value that. Women don't value that. Because they're the man that they want to attract, they want him to be their man. But come on with it.
The stumbling block for a lot of guys, for a lot of people, because they may have the money, even the length of time. They may look like they fit the group, but if they don't even have any other high value contacts or network, a group of others, that person's going to be looked at with a side eye.
Well, first though, side eye by whom? Because we're not in the market for another man. Understand something? Floyd Mayweather Jr. He made almost $1 billion. Well, he don't have a network, so he can't help other people. Well, it's funny that everybody's reaching out to him. He makes them money. In turn, they make him money. So if the network that I have, if we can't get any money together, then what are we doing? For real, what are we doing? Now, when you say men with money are huddled up, it's about business. It's about making money together. Oh yeah, you got a building? Well, I build buildings. We get money together. I own real estate. I own 100 unit. I own 8 200 unit apartment complexes. Well, I have a maintenance service. We get money together. I have a maintenance business. We get money together. Other than that, see, individuals' network is according to what they do. I don't know any real estate developers have a network with a cardiologist. I don't know any cardiologist that has a back and forth relationship with the CFO. I don't know any accountants. Well, accountants got, they do pretty good business, so they know they're dealing with everybody. So this is what I'm saying. If we can't do business together, then what we kicking it for? Talking about networking all about doing business. And a woman, what attracts a woman to a man ain't got nothing to do with you having a contact with somebody to fix up your apartments. Proceed.
Think of it like this. If you're sitting at the table with 10 high value men.
Wait a minute. Sitting at the table doing what? What was in it? If we are in the market for women, what in the world? What in the world are we there at the table for? Let's deal with the reason why we at this table. You see what I'm saying? If we're let's say we at a nightclub and we got 10 so-called high value men there. We just enjoying the vibe. You went to a nightclub for a reason. But now if we're at a conference and we at a table with so-called 10 high value males, then we networking anyway. I'm not really studying who you know. I'm trying to get you to know me to do business with you. I ain't really studying. Well, I do this. Let's exchange information. Now I got your card. See, now I got your card. You got my card. If you think you need something, I do. Let me. If not, see you later.
And each of these 10 men has 50 contacts.
50 contacts, depending on who to do what. Come on.
It's 500 contacts. And you sit at the table and you have twice as much money as any other man on there, but you have 0 contacts. What can you effectively get done other than throw money at it? These other men can make phone calls, exert influence, move things to get things done. And you can only do what? You can only do what? Offer money and potentially feed off that network of contact.
Well, no. If he is the bank, you have contacts. Here's how the network works. Okay. Say I'm the man with all the money. And let's say I know Kevin. Kevin knows a guy who sets up computer networks. I'm starting to get office. Okay. I go to Kevin and say, hey, do you know anybody who set up computer enterprise software for office building? What Kevin does is says, I know a guy. And so through who Kevin knows, he gets in contact with him. I'm the man with the money. I check him out. See, that's how networks is supposed to go. Now, the guy who sets up the network, I got this office building. Instead of after he set it up and it's built and everything, he want to go on the business. He want to go move into an office. Well, guess what? He know me. He know I have an office building. So what did he do? He called me. See, that's the network. This is a network. This is how a network is supposed to go. Whether they high value or not, it makes no difference. You use a network to your benefit. And your skill and value is supposed to help bring others up. But come on with it.
One thing high value men no one understand, that time is what's important. And building a network that actually works for you is extremely important.
Whoa, he said something right there. Building a network that works for you, regardless of whether you so quote unquote high value or not, is not who you know, is who know you. And also who you know. Now, you know, your thing is, you got to have a good reputation. See, your reputation got to be on point. Come on with it.
Some areas it's called a book of business.
A book of business are leads. A book of business are leads. They use a book of business are potential individuals who are willing to buy. So you go make a sale. They say, hey, you know anybody else who know my service? Boom, 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 boom. And you build your book of business off sales that you have already did. Off leads. Of potential clients. That's how you build business. Man, listen. Come proceed.
Book of business can make you successful here, here, and here. Your contacts, your network. Your network is your net worth.
No. Your network is not your net worth. Your net worth is your net worth. Now, your network can affect your net worth. And also, your net worth can affect your net work. Here's what I mean. If you know such and such, and you're building office buildings, and you got a guy who set up the IT, he's in business, he's in your building. You got you know individuals who build buildings. So if you're in real estate, it's good for you to know a developer. Have a construction company, knows somebody who owns a large scale commercial construction company. Now, if you are in commercial construction company, you need to have a relationship with developers. Also, construction companies and also developers, you need maintenance, mechanical engineers, electrical, general contractors. You need mechanical contractors. It's a relationship. They know you, you know them. Same way with anything. They know you, you know them. And we get we get money together. Come on with it.
I've heard this before, so you cannot underestimate how important having a network of high value men and other people is to your status as a high value man.
Well, first off, we're still talking about the sexual market. We're not mixing business with the sexual market. You shouldn't do that. Now, as a brand, yes, you want relationships with other brands. Like Apple has a relationship with Samsung. See? So, and Google has a relationship with Samsung. And Samsung has a relationship with Google. So, what he's confusing is relationships with networks. And they are completely different. Your network is business. Now, your relationship with that business, is it good for us to be in business with this guy? Understand, some fellas, do not mix business, money, and personal relationships and money. Don't mix that. If y'all are doing business, do business. But come on with it.
After the network, we got to have the visibility. Guys, your income and your position has to be LinkedIn level.
Wait a minute. Now, again, why should another man care what I make? Why should another man care what I earn? And also, who posts their money on LinkedIn? Why don't we get together and we talk? Well, come on with it.
Think of it like this. This person says they're the CEO of a Fortune 500 company. This person is head of thoracic surgery at Johns Hopkins. This person is VP of Mergers and Acquisitions at Bank of America. And then someone says, hi, I'm an entrepreneur. 3 of those 4 people, at a glance, we can pretty much estimate who they are, what they do, and their relative importance in the overall socioeconomic structure.
Whoa. Whoa. When did socioeconomics come to the marketplace? The sexual marketplace. You started off from it being in the market. Your value is dictated by the market. Unless we are in a socioeconomic market, then if a guy says he's an entrepreneur, my question would be, well, what do you do? Because if I'm a businessman, I may need something, and this may be the person I need to get that done. But unless it's for the rest of the group of men, you're trying to impress a group of men, a group of men that's allegedly in the market for a woman. What does your position and LinkedIn level have to do anything with the sexual market? I don't get it. It don't. I don't need to impress another man in order for this woman to be attracted to me. I want her cooperation. I want her submission. I want her resources. Her good loving. I'm not worried about these guys. Because the one thing that you are missing and not saying is whether they're single or not. He didn't say single men who do this, that, and other. He didn't say married men who do this, that, and other. But if these so-called high-value men are in the market for women, you didn't say if they were married or not. I don't know if y'all caught that. Are they married? Are the so-called high-value men, males in this group, are they married? And if they are married, then what? Just married men and we just get together and play grab ass or something? I don't get it, but come on with it.
The fourth person, more information is needed. It's not enough visibility, not enough transparency. To be a high value man, it needs to be at a glance. Again.
At a glance. A glance to whom? To the woman or the man he trying to do business with? Now again, are these men married, involved, or homosexual? Now, if they are homosexuals, then you need in a relationship. Yes, they can still be in my network. I can still do business with them, but as a heterosexual male, I'm not in the sexual market for them. You understand? I'm not. So he have not said whether these guys are married or not. Understand that. But in his live stream, he always seemed to imply that the high value males are single. So now, if they are single, then the first thing you should be a high value male is single and available. Just having a group of so quote unquote high value men says nothing about their dating availability to women. But come on with it.
And your position and your income. Guys, you may have a lot of money, but if it's coming from sketchy areas, no one can kind of understand where it's coming from. That does not give other high value men or even the public any kind of real confidence that you are who you say you are.
Well, again, you keep on saying other high value men. You keep on saying other high value men. But I'm telling you that if you are in the market for a high value man, and you are a high value man, y'all in the sexual market together, then hey, maybe you need that. But if you are a single man in the market for a woman, and if another so-called high value male, really don't understand, what's going on, that has nothing to do with me having a conversation at this restaurant with this woman. So I'm not going to add, I'm going to be objective. And if you're right with something, I will let you know if you're correct. But as of right now, this sounds like a thing for high paid homosexuals and married men. This is not what you're saying right now is not for single men. Proceed.
Again, guys, it's about the market. It's what the world is thinking.
Whoa, no. It's not what the world is thinking. I'm not trying to impress the world. You just now said the market. Are you talking about the sexual marketplace? Or you just talk, and the thing is, the market are spenders. See, individuals who are not spending or looking to spend, they're not in the market. Individuals who not looking to acquire the goods are not in the market. You're talking about the women who are looking to acquire the men. That's what they look at. You saying it, but they don't look at that. Then you said the world of available women who are looking, or the world of available men and women who are looking at these quote unquote high value males. But come on with it.
They got to know at a glance that you are a high value man. And the sixth part is probably my favorite part, guys. A high value man is useful to others and the group.
others in the group of high value males. So if I'm a capital investor, and that's all I do. I just invest in businesses. I invest in Twitter and Snapchat and Apple and PepsiCo and FedEx, Coca-Cola, General Mills, railroads, trucking companies. Am I not high value? Now my thing is I invest money to make money. That's it. That's the only thing I do. Use money to make money. And use my pool. Use my pool and my contacts to help those businesses be more profitable. Unless I'm doing something like Shark Tank or something like that, where, you know, I'm in the business and I can help promote the business and stuff like that. So the usefulness or usefulness to the others, they may not can be used by me. A guy who makes in-ground pools, and I can't swim, and I don't use in-ground pools, he's not any use to me. The guy who clears land, he's not very useful to me. If I'm not looking to build anything, I'm just looking to make money. So it's suggested, but come on with it.
A lot of times you hear people say, I don't want to be used. I don't want to be used. No, I want to be used. Why? Because that means I'm useful.
No. Nobody wants to be used. Well, okay. Here is how used works. You want to be used for your goods and services in exchange for money. Now, if you know a guy, you know, call, hey man, you can now, useful to a group is I know a guy. You call Kevin. Kevin, do you know a guy? Do you know who built residential homes? Well, I don't know a guy. You know, apologize. I really don't know anybody who build residential homes. I'm in the fashion industry, so all my contacts are fashion related. Apologize about that, but if you need a suit, holler at me. Something like that. So, you know, the network, you know what I mean? The network, but again, what me being used by a group of men have to do with anything me attracting this woman? Come on with it.
High value men are in demand and useful. Their presence is felt when they're there, and their absence is felt when they're gone.
Well, those are valuable workers. They're just like difference between Patrick Mahomes and like Todd Moore, whatever his backup name is. See, it's like that. So well, take that back. Let me bag all the way up. What he's talking about in each individual, so quote unquote, high value males company that they work for. But there's no such thing as an irreplaceable man now. So when you saying there, no, if he's saying, well, if they're not there, people feel it. Well, if it's about production, because you measure by production, see, everything else, flow, process, things of that nature. If a system's already in place, They just plug a cog in the wheel and keep on going. Next man up. You understand me? So, with that being said, again, this is Kevin Samuels High Value Male Club. But there is no way for each individual man of the so-called High Value Male Club to measure another man's presence away from the absence of the presence, absence out of the presence of another man. Meaning that if a guy owns a McDonald's and he has a good manager, and the manager, when the manager work, it runs smooth. When the manager don't work, you go to hell in a handbasket. Now, is the manager at McDonald's high value? Yes, to the business. So, to his business. So, high value men are not missed because somebody could easily come and replace them, unless they have a specialized craft, and then something else. But come on with it.
That is how you know you're really a high value man.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Stop using man. If you don't use man, and Webster's definition is a adult male. An adult male. You don't have to learn nothing. You don't have to persevere through nothing. But there is a census among women when I say you got to be a man first. What is a man? A man, by nature, is consistency. And the truth is consistent. See, work on being a man first. Before the money, because the money can lead. Before the network, one salacious rumor about you, you're no longer in the group. See? You're no longer in the group. If there's a rumor about you on YouTube that says you were molesting babies, you're no longer in the group. Even though you know it's not true, you're no longer in the group. But what does that do with your manhood? The desolation rumor, what does that do your manhood? Is your manhood shaken by that? You understand what I'm saying? If your manhood is shaken by that, you don't need to work on that. See, women want men, not adult males. Huh? Notice he said adult male. He's still a male. He ain't a man yet. Huh? That means you're a man at 18 years old. And ladies, we know that's a lie. That's a lie. Because you have, matter of fact, you have men who see fit to lie to women about nothing. That's not a man. You have males who when they got money in their pocket, they're men. They get fired. They have money in their pocket. They're strong. When they get fired, they're weak. That's not a man. Usefulness to others. Yeah. Family and friends. See, a man can survive without a network, but it's tough to survive without friends. You need friends. See, you need friends. Somebody who gonna tell you what's what. That's what you need. The network. Well, whatever. Whatever. How about you men? Well, he may not like me one day. Or the woman he like or in love with, she may be in love with me, and he may feel some type of way. Does that mean am I gonna still want to be a part of it in that group? Come on with it, man. It's still flawed. That's why I'm doing this video.
How you can move things, your ability to influence things, and that is your relative usefulness. In economics, it's called utilals. How useful are you to the group?
The group of who? If it ain't a group, how useful are you to that woman? Woman, ain't no group of women. How useful are you to that woman? If you're not useful to that woman in the market of women who are looking for men, you're not very high value. The woman has to value you more than she value herself. Yeah, you may be high value, but you're not valuable enough. Come on with it.
Again, there's no high value homeless, neither are there any high value loners.
Yeah, there are high value loners. There are high value loners. Let's take Elon Musk. How many friends he got? See? Joe Rogan. He's an entertainer, sir. The 4 guys who own Google, who they know? Zuckerberg. How big is his network? See, a man needs friends. Always professional. I'm always doing business, even when I'm away from the office. No, man, listen. It's simple. At work, you work. At play, you play. You don't play at work and you don't work at play. I don't see when a man is having sex with a woman, he's not checking emails. And while the man at work checking emails, he ain't getting a blowjob unless he the king. If he got it like that, he the king. But come on with it.
If you have all these resources, all this stuff, but it's all hoarded for your own selfish ends, and no one can benefit from your money, your network, or anything you have, how valuable are you to the group, to the world, to other people?
A woman is another person to the world. Man, how valuable is YouTube to the world? To be quite honest with you, to keep it all the way funky, how valuable is YouTube to the world? Keep it real. Keep it real. Now, YouTube is for entertaining, sir. So, it's civilizations that's been surviving. They don't have Google. They don't have Facebook. They ain't got nothing. And still surviving and kicking it. So, yes, what you have, has to be useful to another woman. So, if you are a man, you want usefulness to another woman. Not usefulness to a group of men who are in the market for other women, or a group of men who are in the market for other men. Sexually now. We're talking about sexual market. That's what we're talking about. That's the reason why any of this stuff matters. But it's suspicious to sound like, Kevin don't want a man with a woman, or a woman want a man. Come on with it.
That's what this comes down to. High value men are in demand and useful to other people.
Not really. It all depends. It depends on what the quote unquote high value male does. Again, a high value a man knows to work at work and play at play, and don't mix the two. Don't play at work and don't work at play. So when we're away from the office or the job site or the job, we come home. We ain't trying to do too much. We come to get away from that. Now we got to burn the midnight oil. We're gonna burn the midnight oil at the office, on a job site, or at the job if we got to burn the midnight oil. But we ain't gonna come home and burn nothing. But some food. And burn out your head. Other than that, man, we not burning nothing. So come on with it.
As I said at the beginning, high value is all the rage, all the buzz right now. I didn't make it, but I want to clarify what I mean when I'm talking about it. The 6 basic principles of being a high value man, and that by no means is the end of it. Each individual person, after that 6 basic...
No, don't say after it, because that don't really apply to the sexual marketplace. The high value you just described did not apply to the sexual market, sir. So come on with
things there. They maybe put other things on top of it. They may have religious concerns, personal motivations, but those 6 core things need to be there.
No, they don't either. No, they do not either. They don't need to be there, because what you make, how long you made it, your network, no, your acceptance in the group, your network, and your usefulness means absolutely nothing. Walking in the park, talking to that woman, it means nothing. At dinner, it means nothing. Talking on the phone to her, it means nothing. Texting her, it means nothing. Having sex with her, only thing your money would affect is where you do these things at. Well, do you do them at Mr. Childs? Have dinner at Mr. Childs? Or do you have dinner at Ruth Chris? Or you have dinner at Roadhouse, Steakhouse? Do we drive in a Benz or we drive in a Yukon? See, do we live in the city or do we live in a subdivision, like in a gated community? The money affects where you do these things. But once you're in these places, then what keeps the woman there? See, everything you're talking about gets you a date. It don't keep her loyal. It don't keep her dating. But come on with it.
Look at it this way. High value has been with us forever. There's always been a ranking system, irrespective of race, culture, period of time.
Sir, we're still talking about the sexual market. We're not talking about the caste systems. We're not talking about race relations in America. We're not talking about redlining or systematic oppression. So we're talking about the sexual marketplace. That's what we're talking about. So individuals who make money like that, and it's funny, psychology, there's a study of psychology, which is not red pill. I don't know what it is, but Women date up and men date down. But it's been my understanding that women date guys more valuable than them. They fall in love with, they cooperate with guys who are more valuable than them. So all of this high value stuff is subjective. Because like he said in the beginning, people will, if something is only valued at what somebody's willing to pay. Well, I got this microphone. I know what I paid for it. If somebody wants to pay me $2 million for this microphone, this is a $2 million microphone. But now if I sell it and the highest I can, if I put it on auction and the highest bid I got was $1, then it's not worth what I thought it was worth. And so that's a problem with how white men have them. But proceed.
You will see higher value men, higher value individuals separate or be separated from the pack.
Well, that's a lot. Not so much high value. Because it depends on what circle are you in. See, if you're talking about the smartest, the lazy, the disciplined, and the undisciplined. See, well, you don't have discipline as a part of that. All that you're talking about means nothing. But again, we're talking about the heterosexual marketplace, and a woman has to deem that valuable. If a woman don't deem that valuable, kind of like some tribes in Africa, they got one tribe in Africa, man. If the guy is overweight, they figure him to be wealthy because he's eating a lot. That's the psychology of women. But in America, what money has done, I'm gonna get into that later. I ain't gonna get into that right now. Come on.
That is how this works.
No, that's how your things work. Kevin Samuels, how about you table works, not anyone else, because Jeremy Meeks, which is a criminal, was dating a billionaire, heiress, sir. He was fresh out the penitentiary. Proceed though.
You don't have to like it, but you do need to accept it.
Oh, I ain't got to accept the goddamn thing. Ain't got to, wait. You said at first that that this is your take. Now you're saying we need to accept it, as if what you're saying about quote unquote high value is low. I just saw holes through it, but proceed.
High value men understand that the world is a competitive place. All fair in love and war, right?
Well, the world is not a competitive place. The world is not a competitive place. But life is not a game, but a damn sure play like one. A damn sure play like one. So, in order to get to where you want to go, then you have to play that game. See, you got to play that game. And that game requires talent, patience, and most importantly, discipline. You said all fair in love and war. So don't try to tie it up and bring it back around to relationships, because none of what you said constitute anything in a relationship. You wasn't talking about the world, a group of men, being able to a group of men, what else you say? Socioeconomics, classification, and then try to tie that back into relationships. We can't do that, but come on with it.
Right? And high value does two things for a man. It gives you more options and it gives you an opportunity to get more favorable outcomes. If you want more options or more favorable outcomes, you need to increase your overall value.
Wait a minute. Now that part right there is true. If you want better, you do better. You want more, you do more. You want the best, do your best. But now if some things money cannot buy. And the problem is not the fact that, guys lack the money, because you can make money all day and tomorrow. Is that they lack what money can't buy. And a man can't buy masculinity. No, a male can't buy masculinity. My bad.
That principle is pretty well understood everywhere except when it comes to us. It gets personal, it gets hard, it gets difficult. And some of us don't like to reduce human beings to things that are so seemingly cold and calculated. But like it or not, that is what it is.
No, sir, that's your opinion, sir. That's your opinion. See, that's your opinion of what a high value male is. Does and all that, and we rank ourselves. No, we don't rank ourselves. There's no need to rank ourselves. Because the sexual marketplace is so vast. See? If it's so vast, it's like this. J Love can rank me as a 2. Right? But Maya Kurz can rank me as a 10. What am I? A 10. You are, for ranking yourself, you are what you're willing to think of yourself. That's what you are. So, and also, if you are what a person, someone else think you are what somebody else think you are. It's not everybody else and all this. And if 100 people say you are a 1, and one person over here think you a 10, and when they treat you as a 10, because we're in a sexual marketplace, then you a 10. Point blank, period. It's all subjective.
We have civilized the world in general. We have evolved, but at the end of the day, we still had that primitive brain, that hunter-gatherer, fight or flight, and even though in the suit and all that other kind of stuff, that is who we are when it's right down to it. Better to know that exists and then ask yourself, what do you want to do about it? To try to fight against this whole thing of high value or not high value.
No, we're not. Anybody's not fighting against nothing. Ain't nothing to fight against. Because as a man, I know what a woman wants. As a man, a woman wants a man. Male and female, well, you can kind of get lost in the murk of that. So you can get lost in the murk. So there's no need to fight against male high value and low value, because neither exist. Just like zero things and nothing. The same thing. So again, these high value terms are really PUA talking points. PUA talking points. And the first time I heard a high value male was Corey Wayne. And Corey Wayne's instance had nothing to do with money. So again, y'all can leave with y'all wallets and all this business as it relates to women, but women don't respect you. No, I'm not. I wouldn't dare fight against the definition of high value male, but I'm telling you right now, women don't respect it. So if women in the marketplace don't respect it, you can keep it like that. You can keep being by yourself and keep on. Gotta tell the world that you high value, but the only person who needs to know that is yourself. So, but I done enough, Rambo. Come on with it.
Last things. Just because you're not a high value man does not mean you lack value or you're of no value. And just because you may not be supremely useful to the group does not mean you're useless. High value is not a way of saying these guys are great and these guys are nothing. But it is a mark, a delineation, and it is a fact of life. It comes into play when men are dealing with men and when women are dealing with men.
Whoa. 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 Oh, brother. If we are in the sexual marketplace for women, right? Now, men deal with each other by how you carry yourself. So if you carry yourself in a certain manner with a man, that's how he's going to treat you. A lot of times. If you carry yourself in a certain manner with a woman, you know that's how she's going to treat you. See, with men, it's respect or nothing. I respect you. Therefore, I give respect. Therefore, I expect respect. And if you deal with respect, you understand me? You know, even these CEOs of Fortune 500 companies, respect is king to them. Respect. All that, well, you know, I'm going to deal with, you know, since he got a lot of money, I'm going to respect him more than I respect the person. Since he the CEO, I'm going to respect him more than I do the guy who's mopping the floors. That's a woman. But I bet the CEO respects the person who mopped the floor just as much as his VP. That's a man. But again, you know, I know y'all didn't know this, but come on with it.
You can't get over it, guys, so you might as well understand it and act accordingly.
Well, notice he said act accordingly. We're still talking about the sexual marketplace. We're still talking about that. So if I'm telling you to deal with men on the level of respect, there's nothing to acquiesce to. That's one of the reasons why women don't respect men who leave with their wallets, because y'all just like Johns to prostitutes. Prostitutes don't respect tricks. They don't respect tricks. But they respect the pimp, because the pimp got principles. The pimp is a man. They know They know the trick acts on the lower level. That's how you act. People treat you how you act. If you act like a man, you get treated like a man. Period. And that's the only thing they need to be. Don't act like a man, be a man. Gotta be a man first. Come on with it.
Till the next time, your Godfather is out.
Chris Broussard, my guy CG. Marcellus, though, going to you first.